Today we're going to show you the circle scissor from EK Success and how you can incorporate the diamond lace punch also from EK Success in your projects to make lovely finishing touches. So when you're using the circle scissor, you always have to work on a glass mat. This allows the blade to glide across the surface rather than digging into a regular rubber mat. So I'm using the EK Success glass mat. And I'm using a piece of the Bow Bunny double dot paper, and I'm just going to stick it onto my mat. So just a little bit of the tape, this is a Thermoweb tape runner, into each corner, and stick your paper onto the mat. This is a really good tip. It helps the paper stay in place as you're cutting. So this is the circle scissor. As you can see, it has little notches that go around in a spiral, and it cuts from 1 inch to 6 inch in 16th inch increments, so you can actually cut 80 different sizes of circles with this circle scissor. So you just place this onto your glass mat. This is the tool. The blade is in here, so until you actually depress that in the circle scissor itself, you can't cut yourself with it. So it's a safe tool to use. You have a blade already in it, and you have 2 spare blades in the top. To change one of the blades, you simply remove the one that's in the unit and place another one in. So it's very safe, easy to use, no messing with the blade. And this part actually rotates, so this and this does the work for you. So we'll start off by cutting a 5.5 inch circle. So the little notch here where the blade is fits into the notch here, and that notch is sized at 5.5 inches. So we're just going to pop that into there, push down, pull the unit towards you, and then push it away. And you can hear when it's cut through. You go around once or twice, you'll hear whether it's still cutting or not, and you've got a perfect 5.5 inch circle there. Okay. You can also do frames. So I'm going to do a 5 1/16 inch circle. Again, just pop the notch into the notch on the circle scissor itself, pull the tool towards you and push it away, and you'll get a perfect circle. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is go in and I'm going to do a 5 11/16 inch circle. So the accuracy is incredible really. You've got all these 1/16 inch circles and frames that you can cut and create lots of pretty backgrounds for your cards. So there you go, you can see I've just missed a little bit there, but that's okay. And just ease it out. There you've got a lovely frame and the circle that goes inside it, from 1 inch up to 6 inches in 16th inch increments. So what I've then discovered with playing with the circle scissor is that this diamond lace punch, the new border punches from EK Success, work fantastically well with this. At the moment there are 2 different punches that are out. This was the original stock that we got in, which has a black back, as you can see, and this is the most recent stock that we've had in that has a grey back. Now the difference is that on this one the paper goes in further, so you're actually left with a border around your punched edge, and this one it just cuts, the paper only goes to the edge of this metal here. So I've had to decide what circles to cut to get a scalloped edge, and I've had to cut different sizes. So if you're using one of the black punches with the black background, you need to cut a 5.5 inch circle, and if you're using a punch with the grey, you need to cut a 5 1/16 inch circle, and I'll show you what we're going to do with it then. So all I'm going to do, I'll use this grey one, and I'll use this circle that I've just cut. So this is 5 1/16 inches, and I'm going to pop the paper into the punch, make sure that it's centralised, and then punch, and that will give me my first scallop. Then what I need to do is line up this last scallop here with the first scallop on the punch. So if I can get it into place, I'll show you on camera, and then I'll bring it towards myself and punch it. So you can see there that that last scallop is lined up with the punch, and just punch it down. And you should be able to line that up all the way around the circle, working your way around slowly, making sure that it's lined up each time. Keep working your way around the circle until you meet where you started. This is a lovely background for different cards, for matting and layering. It's just a different way of doing it, and all with a straight border punch and the circle scissor. And there you go. You've then got a scalloped circle So what you can then do is cut these in different sizes. You can cut circles and scallop the edges. You can then do plain circles to go in the centre. You can cut patterned paper. Okay, so that's a really nice way of using your circle scissor and your border punch. So I'll just clear this off now, and I'm just going to remove my glass mat. Just pop it somewhere safe. And the other thing that I found with these punches is if you cut different sizes of squares, you can get different effects. So I'm going to show you the 3-inch, I cut a 3-inch square here with the grey backed punch. And what you need to do is just punch on each of the 4 sides, making sure that you line up your card centrally into your punch. Now, if you can see on the punch, you've got a pattern here and a pattern here. So when you put your card into here, you need to make sure that there's the same amount of card on this side as there is on this side, and you can line that up with the pattern. So I'm just going to do it here. I'm just going to look over the top to see, make sure that I've got it centralised, and then just punch that down. Now this is metallic cardstock from the paper company, so it's thick card, and you can see that these punches just glide through it. So if you have any dexterity problems, or you suffer with carpal tunnel syndrome or arthritis, these are really, really good punches to use. They're very sturdy. So I'm just going to go around all the 4 sides, making sure that I'm lined up each time. And that's what you can achieve. So that would be lovely on a scrapbook page or the front of a card. So that's a 3-inch circle done with the grey backed punch. This is the 2 3/4 inch. I started with a 2 3/4 inch square, and I used the grey backed punch, and this is what you can create, a lovely circle to go in the centre of your card. Or you can also, don't forget, mat and layer those 2 up, do them in different colours and mat and layer them. Then using the black backed punch, this is what happens when you cut a 3 1/4 inch square and punch around each edge. And this is your 2 3/4 inch one, so the circle actually comes out and you're left with a lovely frame. So get your circle scissor, get your diamond lace punch, and have a play. There will be more projects and more details of many more products on our website, which is www.bramwellcrafts.co.uk. See you soon with more inspiration. Bye.